Alright, everybody, let's continue on with Danganronpa another. Let's go. Chapter 4? Yeah. Despair is, in essence, like a plague. When a person begins to despair, the person next to them begins to despair, and then the person next to that one also begins to despair. And the person next to that one also begins to despair. It starts to grow exponentially. No, rather it is worse than a plague. There's no way to cure it, no vaccine, no solution, because it's despair itself. What? Hope? Are you joking around? Despair cannot be cured with something like that. If something insignificant as hope cures despair, this situation right now, how would you describe the situation? Can you answer it? Hope is nothing more than a fragment of despair. Because despair is hope, but you don't know that yet. You don't feel worth talking anymore. I'm done. Let's stop this now. Forget everything and make me despair. Wah. Seems I had a nightmare. I don't remember the contents of the dream well, but my whole body was full of cold sweat. And the blanket was on the ground. Damn it. Maybe it's because of having a nightmare, but the mood that wasn't good originally got worse. The reason I'm not feeling well is of course because there was a class trial just yesterday. As of yesterday, Inoue and Yamaguchi were killed by someone. The class trial was held to discover the culprit. And shockingly, the killer was Uehara, who I never imagined he would commit murder. Uehara was the traitor and was threatened by the lives of the children of the church who were held hostage. As a result, he was forced to commit murder. But despite Uehara's efforts, the children had already died a long time ago. Monokuma didn't keep his promise. Eventually, Uehara did not know what purpose there was for killing two friends. The man who suffered a terrible execution passed away. Damn it. It's obvious, but I haven't been feeling well since then. Naturally, it's because my friend was murdered after being deceived by Monokuma. He died without even receiving the minimum compensation for him. It would be weird to be fine with the situation. As it proves, it isn't just me who feels this way. Escape, boo. You guys, did you really came down here hoping for a way out? Too bad, sorry, but there's no such thing. I'm not dumb enough to leave a way out. There's no other way than to kill, so give up on that idea. Boo. We who saw that Monokuma stopped by accident were able to descend to the secret stairs under the warehouse so as not to miss the opportunity we hardly ever obtain. The only thing inside was a dead end, a solitary jail cell. There was no way out. Even Monokuma was revived again and brought us despair. Soon after that, Kurokawa fell on her head. We had to support her and take her to the private dorms. We couldn't say anything else, because we didn't feel like saying anything else. Eventually, our relationships got worse, but it wasn't getting better, and begging was the same and unchanged. There, even I, who vaguely thought that I would have to work hard with everyone, felt like I had reached a limit. Is there really? Can we get out of here alive? The secret staircase, which was the only hope, was actually nothing. The brutality Monokuma to Uehara was a feeling that pushed us further. When I lay alone and thought with several negative thoughts, even after waking up, the doorbell rang. Someone is calling. Cutscene. Who is it? Oh man, did I wake you? Can I talk to you for a minute? It's Tyra. Come in. I'm sorry for suddenly calling you out. You seem to be late for medicine, so I came to see you. Late for me? Yeah, did you oversleep? Everyone is already in the dining room. Hearing that, I look at the clock in the private room. It's already past 7:30 now. Seems I didn't notice the morning announcement because of the nightmare. Sorry, it's no big deal. I'm just not in a good shape. Right, well, may I come to the calling? If it's too hard, you can rest easy. I was called? Mikako-chan says she's going to rest in her room because she got sick today. Maybe because of yesterday. Tsuruka and Haruka said they would sleep more today. It's the first time I've seen more than 1 or 2 people being absent so far, unless it was an emergency situation such as murder. In the end, yesterday's revelation bothered everyone. It's alright, I'm okay, because I just overslept. I'll be there in a moment. Thank you for your concern. Right, no big deal. Then I'll be waiting at the dining room. I said it. I told Tara that, but somehow I don't feel motivated. Somewhere in my mind, I thought if I keep giving everything, will just end right here. Feel like a weak heart trying to stand up. It's not a time to be weak. I have to force myself to do something. Tara also had a hard time to be happy, but even so, she tries to bring comfort to her friends. That's also Tara's own effort. I can't give up on myself and just say, I don't know. Let's go to the dining room. No mono coins? Last trial didn't give me any coins. Uh-oh. Give me coins, please. Work, mind's eye, work. God damn it. Anything here? Nothing. Doesn't have the eye thing anymore. Come on, please. Give me something. It's a new chapter now. Oh, really? Come on. This is sick. This is terrible. Oh, god damn it. At least let me buy Tomori's skill, which is very important for the class trial. To make things a little easier. Hello. Maheda, could you hear? Hello to you, Yuki. In the dining room, Chara and Iranami are having breakfast. There was a look of beauty in the room, but soon I realized a strange fact. Is this everyone? Is this everyone? What do you mean? It's almost time for breakfast. Are there only 3 of us? Looks like it. Yuki came late and I was having a date with Akane alone. Well, I mentioned it before, everyone seems to be resting today. I'm not asking because it's obvious. At first, I've seen the dining room with more than 10 people. Mannequin. I couldn't figure out even why I said what I've just told them. When I realized it, I was already screaming and I regretted it. Sorry for screaming at you. I don't mind. More than that, sit down. Come on, let's have a meal. I didn't know myself why I screamed suddenly. It was like my chest was throbbing. I felt an unbearable anxiety, and I was getting sick of it. Originally, there should be Kurokawa, Haru, and Toria in this place, but including them, there would be only 6 people. Of course, there is also Kinja and Mikaro who are acting alone. However, even considering that it's 8 people, the numbers have been reduced to a single digit, and it put pressure even more on me than expected, and I couldn't stand it because I was anxious. Hey, I'm really sorry. I wasn't angry at you guys. It's okay because we understand it. We too. Tyra couldn't talk any further. Tyra quickly understood what I was saying. It's not just me. Everyone understands the fact that there's only 8 people left. Is it because there are only 3 of us here, or because of the anxious and awkward mood? Afterwards, there was no more talk. Other than the sound of the dishes in the dining room, we were silent. It's very quiet. Oh, maybe because there's 3 of us not here? Is that the case? Actually, there's 5 people. Kinja and Mikaro. Is that so? Haha, I guess that's right. Again, stillness. Even Tara and Iranami, who are the ones who will bring the brightest mood among us are here, but I'm the only one who listens to them. No matter how much they try to make the mood more noisy, the number of people is just not enough. I also tried to say something, but I couldn't think of anything to say and I wasn't feeling motivated. Since yesterday, it seemed that our situation was only getting worse and worse. Staying like this is something I hate. There's no Kobazine to take my jokes. Would it be better to forcefully call them? Hinjo. What? Nothing, I just wondered what's wrong. What's going on is that I came here to eat. He just said that I went to start eating silently. It may be tiring, but it looks like something seems wrong. Hey Kinjo. What? What Uehara did, I mean. I don't want to put the name of a serial killer's name in my mouth. So that's what you think. After hearing what Uehara told him yesterday, I wondered if his thoughts changed a little. If you have nothing else to say, then eat quietly your rice. Even though Kinjo came in, the mood did not change, no rather, and even more awkward atmosphere was forming even harder. It's like representing us being driven to the edge of a cliff. Thank you for the food. Are you already done? Yeah, I just don't have that much appetite right now. Hey Kinjo. Chira? This dessert, would you like to eat some? It's nice when you don't feel good. I could make you some. What's the catch? Eh? Do you even realize your position? You attempted murder. You're an actual criminal, with having a record of stabbing people. Do you think my thoughts changed because you couldn't even talk for a few days? I told you. You're not off the hook. Now you're trying to be close to me? You disgust me. Kinjo, you're talking too much. I still treat you as a preliminary criminal, and I've decided to pay attention to whether you're going to become a killer or not, but it's better to keep away from you. This is a place where you don't know when your life will perish. In such a situation, if you are with such an ex-criminal, the day will come sooner or later when you will face the knife on the back of the head. I'm sorry, I know I've committed a crime, but even so, I have a duty to live. Ayamichan exchanged my life for hers. Can't just die in vain. Then go ahead and survive on your own. I don't have anything to say to a criminal who keeps talking to me as thinking we can be close friends. I'm doing this in order to survive together and escape to avoid any more victims. I'm going to do the same for everyone here so that everyone can see the real me and be motivated again. Even if one person is suffering, we will not be able to escape together. We have to cheer up everyone as much as possible and be able to get out from here. That's my duty for Ayamichan's sacrifice. Chira. Tyra's too strong after all, unlike me who tried to escape from reality by excusing for my lack of will, with excuses such as a decrease in the number of people and not feeling motivated. She was trying to move forward by doing what she could. If that's the case, don't show your face to me ever again. I feel motivated enough when I don't see you. No, I'll do whatever I can, Kinjo. I'll tell everyone, until you forgive me for what I did. Whether or not that happens. I think you already know, but I'll let you know just in case. The 4th floor of the school is already open. If you want to get out of this horrendous place, then make some effort in your research. Chira, would it be better to not get involved with Kinjo? He's the kind of person that treats innocents as criminals. I don't believe that at all. I believe Kinjo will recognize our hearts someday. So what does Madakun mean by that? If you were the Madakun I know, you would rather try to get closer to Kinjo. When I heard that, I was surprised at myself. Tyra was right. That would be the right attitude to get out of here. But just because there's a side of me that hesitates about staying with Kinjo and everyone in my heart, my selfish side wanting to give up in despair because I can't see any hope. Hey, Kinjo said the fourth floor was open, right? How about we investigate from there first? Yeah, okay. But what about the others who are resting in their rooms right now? Wouldn't it be the time we do the investigation first and then again tomorrow? Okay then, let's do our own investigation and see each other at the dining room after a bit. We'll make a report on the investigation. Today Madison seems somewhat weird. Weird? I don't know yet, but it doesn't feel like Meta at all. At Chira's words, I couldn't answer anything. Our number at the beginning was 15 at first, and it descended to 8 in a blink of an eye. A secret stairway. I thought it was a clue to escape from here. In the end, was useless, but I didn't have the courage to even kill to get out of here. And somehow, I don't think we'll find a different clue, even if the new 4th floor is open. The moment all hope was gone, I could no longer treat the others as usual. I'm back. Tyra's working hard like this, but a guy like me makes things hard like that? I only just went and said, it would be better not to get involved with Kinjo. Damn it. Even if I understood it from my head, my heart didn't follow. Only constant anxiety remained in my soul. I tried to desperately to ignore this. I decided to devote myself to investigate the 4th floor. Monokuma, please. Give me the mind's eye. Don't be holding out on me. I don't see an eye. God damn it. Why? Why even give me this skill? If not gonna give me anything. Let's see. Let's buy first. Let's see. Ayami Hatano, yeah. Oh wait, we're done with this. Mayaki. Is it Kyoka? I have hers already. Tomori, right. Automatic recharge, yeah. This is important. Any Monokuma in here? Oh, Inori. Son of a bitch. Let's see. I'm just roaming around, hoping to see some Monocoins. God damn it, really? Nothing? This is outrageous. It's unfair. It's full of sand. And I don't like it because it gets you everywhere or something like that. Something along those lines. Or particles of sand. So, is this the 4th floor? Nope, it's the 2nd floor. Give me something. Nothing. No coins. This is so weird. Should I wait for the free time events? Here's the 4th floor. Madison, isn't this floor a little weird? Weird. I looked around for a while, and besides the classrooms, the bathrooms, the school's office, there seems to be the director's office, a ballroom hall, and a teacher's office. But the classroom and teacher's offices are all locked in the back. That's true. There were a few times when a new place that was locked up until now, even in a newly opened place, but this is the first time that most of the floor has been locked up like this. That's why it all makes sense to look into investigating together. I haven't been to the school's office yet. About a clue to escape. You haven't found anything else, have you? Madison. There was nothing on the 2nd and 3rd floors where there were so many classrooms. Even most of the classrooms are locked here. It's obvious that there isn't any hope, is there? Madison, why are you saying that? Madison, you heard this before. It will be difficult, but let's try harder. You might find something, is what they said. I was just saying my thoughts. Of course we have to work harder. Madison, are you sure you feel well? Wouldn't it be better to rest in your room? Today, Madison has been so strange. As Tyra said that she was looking at me dreadfully. Am I weird? Rather, this situation where all hope is not seen, is it not strange? It's not like that. I'm going to continue investigating. Save here. Objects, yeah. How many times have we done Satsuki's FTEs? Not you. What's her number again? Oh, there you go. 1, 2, 3. Oh, so we have done 3 FTEs of her. So next is the 4th FTE. Still nothing. God damn. There's literally nothing here. Oh, there's Satsuki. God damn it. Iron plate, iron plate, iron plate. Oh my god, all the windows have been stuck with iron plates. That's right, you better throw away that idea you'll find an open window. Let's see. I still don't see anything. I still don't see anything that has more coins here. Place seems to be locked, so I can't enter it. Information processing room. This looks just like a very important place. Something. Ooh. Thank you. Well, that took a while. Ooh, here we go again. Hey, more. Give me more. Hey, that's Megaro. Nice. This is another locked room. I can't get in. School's director's office. This looks like an important place. Let's not talk to them first. Let's check out the locked rooms. This place is locked. Cannot be entered. Mikharu, you came to investigate too. Incompetent. Talk to me for a second. Eh? You mean me? Mikharu is calling for me for the first time. Will the sun rise from the west tomorrow? Normally, she would just ignore me or tell me to leave her alone. Let's hear your opinion for a minute then. It doesn't matter. Also, why all of a sudden you're asking for my opinion? What kind of change is this? You normally tell me to leave you alone. Fine, leave then. No, I didn't mean it like that. I was just wondering what's going on. What's the issue? Of course, it was a process of elimination. I can't talk to crazy cops, and the rest are just stupid and fools. That means I don't look like a fool to you? Before you misunderstand something here, you are, of course, an idiot. Incompetent. If you weren't Mikharu, you wouldn't be able to say stuff like this to people's faces. Oh well. You know, I'm gonna tell you that your image has gotten a little bit better lately. Especially after yesterday's class trial, though there was no meaningful praise from the psycho cop or mine. Huh? I'm not sure if I want to be praised. Why? Are you dissatisfied? No, of course I'm happy. Just a little surprising is all. What kind of heinous villain do you see me as? Did you know my talent? I'm a high school professor. I mean, it's what a teacher does. I'll admit that you did a commendable work. Honestly, until this moment, I was considering her to be a heartless villain. I'll have to apologize for that in my heart. Don't be mistaken, if you compare this with scores, I'll only give you a D. Where you only have received F. From my standards, that is. Yesterday, you were relatively okay. Honestly, the worst thing to say is that you believed in my testimony to the end, didn't you? Can't wait to see who's gonna be the world's best student in Mikharu's standards. What was the reason for calling me anyway? Mikharu is seeking for opinions now. Usually, you use your own judgment, right? True, you know me well now. Even so, I'm asking now because there is a hypothesis that it is so absurd that even I can't believe it. That's the reason I want to hear someone's opinion on this matter. Mikharu suddenly became serious. It's a hypothesis that even Mikharu can't believe. What in the world is it? You see, incompetent, once you listen to my words, you will understand what I mean. In the class trial yesterday, the last statement that was made by Kinji Uehara, remember? The children's lives were taken as a bargain, and he was forced to murder to save them. Yeah, I recall. But the children of the church ended up... Indeed, Kinji Uehara was played with Monokuma's tricks. All the children had already been turned into corpses. If you look up to this point, you may think that the children were dead from the time they threatened Kinji Uehara already. The priest said he even spoke with them himself. If that's the case, at least 2 weeks before we opened our eyes in this school, that is, when Kinji Uehara was threatened, it would make sense that the children were alive by that time, correct? Did you understand up to this point? Yep. What's wrong? If you didn't understand this much... Oh no, I did understand. It's just that Mikara really looks like a professor. So when you said, do you understand? It felt like a competent teacher. Skepticism. You know, I just won't tell you. Just fuck off. Sorry, I was wrong, so please let me keep listening. I'm curious. This is why I don't like talking to you. Someone that keeps changing the subject. Like you. I hate that the most. Anyways, the kids would have been alive until about 2 weeks ago. That seems correct because Uehara seemed to recognize them. But there's an issue here. You must have seen it, right? That video had white bones of the children's bodies. Yeah, it was horrible, so I immediately turned away, but... It's definitely strange. They're alive by the time Kinji Uehara was threatened. Humans who existed for only 2 weeks or so. They revealed as bones, and the bodies were already way corrupted to even think it was recent. Huh. Considering that your stupid head doesn't understand, it takes a considerable amount of time to make a body decay and that only the bones to remain. Of course, there could be exceptions depending on the weather, climate, topography, and microbial conditions, but I can confirm this. It doesn't make sense for a body to decay in 2 weeks and turns into a skeleton. Yeah, that is true. But then, it's a contradiction. Uehara would have lied about this. There's also a chance that the tape was recorded with various audio files in advance and played them according to the situation, but I can't figure out what that priest said. So this is just a speculation in the end. To be more certain, even if we assume that the children died when we received the notice of admission to Hope Peak Academy, it's impossible to be only with bones. I understand it. At least it took a long time, but it was only a few weeks ago that we came to the Hope Peak Academy. Was it a video of another body? No, Uehara directly recognized the children, right? What the hell happened to those kids? Yeah, I thought about that as well. And then a ridiculous assumption came out. That's why I tried to get your opinion in this. What's the assumption? We may have spent a long time in this Hope Peak Academy. I'm sorry, but I'm not sure I'm following. No, I understand where you're coming, but I really have no idea. No, it's fine. Actually, I don't understand this myself either. Eh? Actually, there's one more reason for this assumption. A few days ago, when the third floor just opened, you said you found a picture in the art room. Ah, that picture. Yeah, that. That picture was a group photo of our classmates who didn't even remember taking it. In that picture, we were smiling brightly enough to make this murder school feel like a lie. If that picture is real, we may have spent a considerable amount of time already enrolled, and we just don't remember it. No, wait, aren't you thinking too much ahead just by looking at bones and corpses? That's not the only thing. I have one more, the paper in the library. I don't know if you saw, but it was written like this. Hope Peak Academy will be shut down. You mean that one? That's right, isn't it weird? Just a few weeks ago we came to the entrance ceremony, and we didn't even hear that the school was going to be shut down. Even the entrance ceremony placard was hung on the school gate. Placard? This too. If you can't remember the time we spent at this school, it must be because of it. No way, it can't be. Why can't we remember such an important thing in the first place? Not even one person, but all of us? There's a possibility. 1. Monokuma, the mastermind, erased our memories. Wouldn't that make sense? All of us, our memories were removed by the mastermind? I know it's ridiculous, that's why I'm asking for your opinion. When you think about it like that, it seems to be connected somehow. I'm not sure yet, and I think it's excessive overthinking. That notice could be forged by Monokuma, and it's not impossible to create photos with technology these days. In the case of the body, it may have been manipulated to speed up the corruption. Which means it's far-fetched to the last bit. The probability that my hypothesis is really the truth is endlessly low. Still, I feel a little reorganized after talking it with someone else. Even if I'm incompetent, it may have helped you, right? Yeah, I'll take that as a compliment. withhold this ridiculous hypothesis. Apart from that, there's one more thing I want to ask. I think this is the longest time I've been talking to Mikaro in the entire time we've been in this school. Mikaro Kurokawa, you got that exorcist woman. How is she normally? What kind of person is she? Kurokawa? Well, I don't think we've spoken that often or much to talk about either. She just speaks less. There are a lot of times when she just dazed, nothing in particular to notice, I guess. Assuming that there is a mastermind among us, that woman is the most likely candidate. What? Kurokawa is the mastermind? Before that, do you really think there's a mastermind among our group? I think it's very likely. That's because it mixes within us. It makes the board move as they like. But the mastermind appears in front of us through Monokuma, right? Even if it's a doll or machine that can be controlled, Monokuma always appears. Even when we're gathered. That's enough. It can be manipulated so that it can't be detected. Or it can be an AI. That's not what's important, but that Mikao Kurokawa may have some kind of relationship with the mastermind. Why would Kurokawa? When Monokuma stopped yesterday, there's not one but two suspicious things. I don't think it's like the hypothesis I mentioned earlier. This is a firm doubt. But it can be very helpful with information. Maybe you can, incompetent. Now it's over. I've been talking for too long with you. It's making me feel all dizzy. You gave me very confusing information and now it's done. I don't think I can sleep now because of the things you told me, Mikaro. Think hard, alone. Now my business is over with you. Can we do this again in 10 billion years? That's too long. The universe will start again by that point. More than that, the investigation on the 4th floor, Mikaro. We're done. Don't talk to me. Our business is over. I'll call you again next time we have a case. This is why I can't tell if we're having a discussion or a one-time deal. Still, the stories Mikaro told me in detail. Those are things I'll need to think about later. Save here, just in case. Oh, Kinjo, you're investigating here. Kinjo? What's going on? Somehow it looks like you don't seem to be in a good mood today. That mood is the same as you feel, doesn't it, Maeda? Yeah. Kinjo's right. Since the class trial ended yesterday, my mood has been running at its worst. With no hope, such a horrible feeling. Well, there's nothing we can do. It happened yesterday. Who would be in a mood for this? I think the reasons why we're not feeling good between me and Kinjo are different. At least, you didn't mind Uehara being executed in despair after being tricked. By Monokuma, right? Heh, now I'm a completely known character, am I? Kinjo? Yeah, it's just as you said. For no matter the reason, there's no room for sympathy to a killer. At the end of the day, it must be this way. Or does it? Hey Maeda, am I wrong? Huh? Since before I even came to the school, I lived with the belief that my thoughts were moving towards a future. I made many unfair and painful choices in order to protect everyone. However, was I wrong? According to Kinji Uehara, he was doing the same as me? Why suddenly Kinji? I was surprised for a moment by the sudden change in Kinjo's mind, but sooner or later the reason I could understand why Kinjo wasn't feeling well. Strange, Kinjo. My logic shouldn't be any different from yours at all, but you're heated up. Discard prime numbers for the majority. Isn't that what you said? I sacrificed 15 of our lives here and prioritized the lives of nearly 100 children in the church. Of course, that doesn't mean it's acceptable to commit a murder. But Kinjo, you too, exposed Mikaro, Tomori, and me in danger when you were saying the same thing as well. Wouldn't it be necessary to reconsider your thoughts at least once? Kinjo. Damn. I've been trying to change things, turn them around, even childish things, but in the end, 7 people have already left this world. I couldn't protect anyone. Eventually, it also means I did nothing to prevent it. I became a murderer too. Kinjo. Why am I talking about this to you who might become a criminal? Unexpectedly, I thought I should say something to Kinjo, who showed weakness for the first time, but my mouth didn't move when I tried to say something. What should I say? You don't have to feel responsible alone. Let's all work hard together. It's not too late anymore, so let's stop doubting each other and investigate together. The words were already organized in my head, but my mouth would not obey. Everyone worked hard together, so what's the issue? There's already no hope, so how do we even work together? With such despairing thoughts ahead wandering Kinjo in front of me, in the end I couldn't say anything and I just lowered my head. Fine, let's forget about this. I'll just solidify my own convictions like always. Meta, you're not sure either, aren't you? Everyone doesn't know when a murder will happen. There's no exception for it. If you want to be hostile with the others like me, do it. I'll probably be hostile. I'm not sure how to treat you yet. It's better that you draw a line. I like that instead. I should have said something. What the hell is wrong with me? Let's see. Oh, there you go. Oh no, it's raining. It's raining hard. Because when it rains, it ruins the recording. IRL. Oh boy, the weather is not kind today. What is it, Maida? Just to make sure, did you forget what I said? No, that's secondary. What I'm going to do is investigate. Can't you tell me if I find anything while rummaging through the desk? Yeah, if it's an investigation, I'll understand. Anyway, if we can get out of this horrible place, our trust can be restored once again. So have you found anything yet? You've been staring at the wall for a while now. It's something odd. Odd, like... It's so weird. Maybe this is... What's weird? It's just a normal school office. Actually, when the second floor was opened, a few days ago, didn't Kid just say the same thing in the library? Also in that library, what was weird about it? I'd rather tell you to look into it, but I'll let you know because there's no reason to hide it. Look at all the papers here. As Kinjo said that, he began to search through the files and papers on the desk that the teacher seemed to be using. There were A4 paper-sized documents and a few thick books on the desk. Look at what's in there. How to establish the theory of smartphone electrical recognition. Electromagnetic railgun operation verification patient certificate. 21 considerations on elementary particles. Introduction to advanced physics. Opinion report on humanoid AI. Problems based on magnetic field and thermal recognition system. I felt strange. Why? All of the books that are here bloom of strange and suspicious things in some parts. Now do you realize what's weird? Does the school have books like these? It's like this is more like a lab than a school. That's right. I don't know if it's just one or two places, in the library as well as the school office. All of the books are like this. The library have these too? Man, do you hate reading? If you read the books in the library, you would know this. I'm amazed you can even read these books. If that's the case, what in the world happened? I don't know. Why did House Peak Academy dispose of all the general books? Or... This is not an actual school. No, wait, this is Hope Peak Academy, which proved to be a brochure brought by Mikaro on the first day, didn't it? That's true. However, there wouldn't be a question like this for no reason. There must be something else. This is what I investigated so far. We're going to do a little more research on the 4th floor. Although, the only open place is the school office. I understand. Kinjo, is it okay to share these facts with the others? No, don't let them know. Okay, I was confused because I didn't know what to do with this info. Kinjo immediately refused at that moment. No matter how pressured Kinjo is, he wouldn't be reluctant to convey information through me. It's because some of you are being suspicious. Mikako Kurokawa, this woman is a main suspect. I really hope you don't leak information to this woman as much as possible. Why? What did Kurokawa do? What did she do? She did too much. Anyway, just know that. Kinjo. We're done, right? And I feel like I want to investigate for myself now. Please don't talk anymore. I have something to think about. As Kinjo said that, he silently began to investigate alone. Somehow after Ohara's class trial, I feel like things have started to change. So does Kinjo, and so do I, and so does this save point. Something. Huh? Is something here? On a desk in the teacher's office, I found a picture stuck in a file. When I opened it, see what the picture was. Eh? Who? What was in the picture was a white-dressed, tall, handsome man, but I couldn't even guess who he was. I think I've seen him before, but who is that? Hanzuki Saragi? Kinjo, wait a minute, come here for a second. What, did you find something? Do you know who he is? This guy. Where did you find this? It was just sandwiched between files here. There was a picture of someone, but who is it? I don't know who he is, but there's someone who looks alike. Looks alike? You and I were in the science lab together, right? Post Peak Academy 50th graduation album? Ah. Somehow I felt I saw him somewhere, but after listening to Kinjo's words, I knew it for sure. A few days ago, when the third floor was opened, the owner of the graduation album I found in the science lab, Kisaragi Hanzo, and the man in the picture, had very similar appearances. Kisaragi Hanzo, is that him? No, although they look similar, they are different. In the first place, Kisaragi Hanzo would already be an uncle by now. Isn't this a picture when he was young? Again, that's not likely to be the case. The picture is too clean for a picture of a few decades ago. In this case, what you can think of is, I would believe it's a blood relative. Oh, definitely. Again, another thing related to Kisaragi Hanzo was discovered. There's something I find odd about him too. But as of now, I don't know what the hell this means. But why? The person in the picture. It doesn't look like the first person I saw. Kinjo? It's nothing. Well done though, Maeda. You seem to be talented in discovering things too, don't you? Well, anyways, I'll have to show this to the others and ask for opinions. Maeda, hold it. Eh? Yeah? Why? Please be quiet to the others about that picture. And this picture, can I have it for a bit? I found some information that may have something, but you're telling me to just stay still? I'm sorry, but please do that. No one else must know about this, especially Mikako Kurokawa. Kurokawa again? You suspect Kurokawa too, Kinjo? A few days ago, when she told us to report the investigation of the third floor, it was when Maeda mentioned the name of Kisaragi Hanzo that woman clearly reacted to that. It's Kisaragi Hanzo, who may be holding the key to the current situation. However, did you find it suspicious that only she reacted alone? I apologize, but please cooperate. I hope we can all escape together, but I don't want to be with someone who might have something to do with the mastermind. I'll keep the picture. Eventually, because of Kinjo's momentum, I couldn't refute anything and even gave him the picture. Mikaro and everyone are suspicious of Kurokawa now. How should I act? I seem to have looked around all the newly opened places. I decided to return to the dormitory. Is this a free time event now? Kobashikawa, what are you doing? What, man? You gave me a scare. You said you would sleep more today. Are you okay now? Yeah, right, about that. Ochari also woke up. I'm trying to eat breakfast right now. Outside the cafeteria? Is that right? While you guys were sleeping, we've been looking into the newly opened 4th floor. After you're done, you guys also joined in the investigation. The 4th floor. Okay, let's go in. Shortly after we entered the dining hall, Taira and Iranami returned from the investigation. Now then, let's talk about what we discovered on the 4th floor. Sister Snyder, Kinjo, and Kurokawa, which were originally the roles that conducted the gatherings, I unintentionally took over. Something feels very awkward. Taira is staring at me with an angry look. Sorry about that. Originally, we should have investigated together. Alright, we didn't have much to investigate together anyways. Is that so? Yeah, the 4th floor is quite large, and there were many classrooms, but there were the normal classrooms, a teacher's office, information processing room. There's also an office of the academy's director in the ballroom. One thing to note is that among them, except the general classrooms and the school's office, everything else was locked. What? Did you find something in the normal classrooms and the school's office? Nope, nothing at all. And... No, well, to begin, me and Sasuke-chan checked the windows as always, but it was the same. The iron place didn't even budge. Classroom's harvest is zero as usual. How was the school's office? Well, I don't know about the school's office. I couldn't get in properly because Kinjo was investigating inside. Yeah, that's why me and Akane just searched for anything in the hallway. Of course, I couldn't find anything in the hallway either. There's no need to additionally confirm it with such an enthusiasm. So the school's office seems to have been carefully investigated by Maeda-kun. So why don't you tell us if you found something, Maeda-kun? Huh? What is it? You two have a strange behavior going on. Did you fight? No, that's not the case. So, Maeda, what was it like, the school's office? About the school's office. Tried to open my mouth as usual, but soon I paused. If you found it, then you already know. It's not a big deal, but during the conversation with Kinjo, the book's weirdness and suspicion of the school's facilities. And crucially, a picture of someone who resembles Hanzo Kisaragi. Yuki? But I was told by Kinjo not to tell my other friends about these things. Well, to be exact, I was told not to tell Kurokawa, but there's no Kurokawa now. Should I tell them? What should I do? Tell them. If I'm trying to hide what I've investigated, talking about it wouldn't be better. I thought, but contrary to my thoughts, my mouth only closed tighter. Why? Strangely, I caught in my mind, saying that there may be a mastermind among us. Various hypotheses. It's not easy. It's unlikely to be possible to say this. What should I do? Tell them. Trying to hide it. I can't say it. It's a repeat. Don't say anything. In the end, if it's not a clue to escape, if I told something like this, it will only create confusion. I secretly confronted myself and decided to shut my thoughts. Yeah, I'm sorry, I couldn't find anything special either. Huh, so does that mean the investigation on the 4th floor showed no results? Lies! Eh? You didn't really find anything? You talked so much with Kinjo, didn't you? You saw? Maeda, what is she talking about? What did you talk with Kinjo? It's not just that. You spoke with Mikharu a long time in the hallway, right? Something you seem very surprised. Why aren't you talking about that? That's... Maeda-kun, what's wrong with you today? Don't you want to get out of here? Of course I want to get out of here. I don't want to be in this terrible place ever again. I know, but I can't even see it as a clue to escape from here. So how can we get out if I told them this? Hey, why are you so aggressive? Calm down and let's get along as usual. It's not just about Maeda-kun, Haruka, Teruya-kun. The same goes for both of you. You broke our promise to have breakfast together and you slept more at your own will. No, I was just suddenly more sleepy, that's all. Yeah, I know that yesterday's nightmare is the impact of a hopeless class trial, but if you just sit down, you won't be able to get out of the school for the rest of your life. I want to investigate hard, but I'm just trash because my talent is not helpful. I'm not that smart nor strong, but you guys are different. You guys can achieve more, where I can't, right? So even if you can't see any hope, why don't you work hard enough to overcome it? That doesn't work. How do you even do that? Maeda-kun, what are you saying? No matter what we do, Monokuma always blocks everything we do. Even the single thread of hope that we barely discovered did not leave Monokuma alone. And that guy really intends to keep us here forever. Do you think you could seriously run away from such a ridiculous being? Huh? Even murder, the only one who can get out according to the rules. And yet look at Uehara's case. There was a twisted trap like that. How do you overcome despair? Why am I saying this? I wasn't trying to say all of this. Maeda-kun, why? Why are you saying? What are you? Indeed, because the despair is so big. Will you get out of here? It's better if we do it together. I'm so desperate right now. What does it mean to try hard? It's useless if you try hard. It's stupid to live here all my life. There are places for us to go back, people waiting to see us, right? I would rather live here for a lifetime. It might not be bad. I can forget about the place to go back to. Or the people waiting outside. Amanda? Oh shit. You. Is she gonna slap me? How many times has she slapped people this in this story? Slap me. At that moment, Tara raised her hand, so I thought she would slap me, but the pain that I expected did not come after a while. When I opened my eyes, Tara was trembling with her hand that was trying to hit me, stopped in midair. Only from Madikun. I didn't want to hear that from Madikun. Even if everyone despairs, I thought Madikun wouldn't give up hope. Now I don't know what you're like anymore. How many times has she left the dining room? Can anybody count that? What a lively breakfast. No one could say anything else. I couldn't afford to take care about the others. The only thing that hangs over my mind was Tara was yelling, disappointed in me. I was trash. Me talking weird was enough to piss Tara off. Even when I get to this part, I regret what I said, and I couldn't say it. It was proof that I was just garbage. Hey, Mada, don't be too discouraged. I too think the same as you do. Yeah, the same goes for me. I've been desperate since yesterday, so I know that feeling. That I want to give up on all now. Stupid guys. What? You guys are all stupid. You're the fools of the entire world. Yuki, just know this. Hope isn't about finding it, it's about creating it. In the end, ambiguously, our relationship was further cracked, and the worst investigation report ended. I didn't even know if I had a mind or not anymore, and had no choice but to spend my time blankly. Morning. Afternoon. Wait, how many? God damn it. Hello, this is school 10 p.m. God, we missed FTEs. The rest of them will be closed, etc., etc. It's 7 a.m., time to wake up, lively day together, etc., etc. We skipped a day, goddammit. This morning. So in the end yesterday, I was lying down doing nothing all day. Strangely, my body had no power at all. Doing nothing and doing what I have to do once again, I looked back. Hope isn't to be looked for, it's to be created. Did I have the ability to create hope this whole time? Before that, I should go and have breakfast. If I keep doing this, I think I'll become a really worthless human. Morning. Oh, god damn it, still nothing. Why? Anybody here? No Monica, no mercy. How many Monicas do I have? 108. Useless. Still don't see any Monicas here. Why? Why you do this to me? Oh, god damn it. There you go. Sit up here. Hey there, everybody. There you go. Hey, that's Mikako. Breakfast time as usual. I've been sick all day yesterday. Even Kurokawa, who didn't show up, attended. But the atmosphere was the worst that I could ever imagine. Among them, the one I care about is Tyra. I didn't even know what to say to Tyra, but I couldn't even think of anything. I didn't want to hear that kind of thing only from Madikun. I thought that even if everyone despaired, Madikun wouldn't give up hope. Tyra, did she believe in me so much? But I am just a very ordinary high school student. Unlike everyone else, I'm not as great as Tyra thinks I am. Dear God, how can I overcome despair in this situation? Thank you very much for the meal. I'll go investigate now. Tyra. Hey, she ignored me. How rude. Maeda. Yeah? Yesterday, what happened? Everyone is acting strange. It's no big deal. No big deal, idiot. Since the guys have no remedy for this, me and Akane will try harder than these fools. Adios? You did do something. Maeda didn't do anything wrong. It's the situation itself. There are things that the situation itself can't help it. Yeah, Maeda is also a human. Can't always be positive, can ya? Yesterday, what happened? Me and Notoya were in our rooms yesterday morning, so I'm not sure. After the class trial, the fourth floor was open, but I guess what happened was because of the investigation. Kara said Maeda clearly noticed something, but he didn't tell, so the mood became a little harsh. But what Maeda said was throwing complaints there was no hope. He started to say things like that. Maeda, who never showed a weak figure, seemed to have been very disappointing for Tyra. That's why the situation has become like this. But to be honest, it's not Maeda's fault, right? Going to the fourth floor, there aren't many open places, and we don't see any clue to escape. Honestly, now I'd rather live here for the rest of my life than go out and kill each other. I feel that's our choice too. You can't. Kurokawa. If we despair, it's like being eaten, so don't say to live here forever. Do you know how scary it is? Suddenly what now? Just let me be. No, you shouldn't give up. Even if you understand with your head, you don't want to. I'll do it somehow. I'll do something about it. Kurokawa? Are you okay? Are you not feeling well yet? You passed out so suddenly in the passage. Under the secret staircase. You should probably rest a little. It's nothing. Don't worry about it. You guys, please continue investigating. Oh my god, my back. Don't forget to stretch, boys. Mikako Kurokawa. Kinjo and Mikaro are suspicious of her, the coldest and the fastest thinker of us all. I can tell that she's actually an ordinary girl, but she's not normal. Sometimes she says or does some things that is really questionable in truth. Does Kurokawa really hold some kind of secret from us? Continue the investigation. I'm not going to continue investigating anymore. There's no way we can find anything else that neither Kinjo or Mikaro can find. A distant despair can't be seen even 1 inch ahead. Is there any hope at all to get out from this despair? Even so, let's investigate. The chances are low, but we have to do it. What is it now? Hello everyone, are you in good health? I have prepared a premium gift for everyone who has become a little bit upset lately. To all students alive, please gather in front of the ballroom on the 4th floor, or the main building. Because it's really a very memorable gift. Come by all means. What? What else? Will Monokuma also decorate the walls now? Damn it, why couldn't he leave us alone for a while? While hope is hard even to find a single line of it, despair, once it's on fire, it spreads at a terrifying rate. It was so painful to have followed Monokuma's orders, so empathetic and helpless. It looks like you've all gathered. What are you plotting this time? Plotting? There's no such thing, you guys. You always think the bear is the wicked one. There's no bad reactions. Roar here. Do you really think no one knows your tricks by now? You're gonna try to make us despair with something weird again. Nope, this time it's the opposite. Since the last class trial was over, you guys seem droppy. So I prepared a gift to cheer you up. A gift? What kind of gift? Yeah, that's right. You'll find out once you come in. Come in? The ballroom was open? It was definitely a locked place. What do we do? It smells 100% suspicious, but... If you don't follow, you will have to anyway. He might try to kill you for disobedience. Is there anyone who want to die for their own choice? Indeed, I don't know what's in there, but we got no choice but to follow. I don't think it will increase our desire anymore, no matter what comes out. Wow, it's pretty. Were you surprised? This is our Hope's Peak Academy Dance Hall of the Ballroom. So why is there such a place in this school? So, are you going to tell us why we are here? You're very vigilant, huh? Didn't I say it? This is really a gift for you. You guys these days have been really out of luck. This is why murders won't happen. That's why I was wondering if you guys could be refreshed. I've decided to hold a dance party. The dance party? What is that? It's literally a dance party. You guys should just have fun dancing from now on. Why should we do that? Why? You think this is a trick? There's also a lot of delicious food too. Delicious food? Don't go over there. There must be some kind of trick to this. Oh, but it is true. I really don't have bad intentions this time. So let's do this. I'll write a memorandum. Memorandum? Wait there. After saying that, Monokuma took out a piece of paper and started writing something down. Now how about this? Dear Monokuma sincerely wants the students to cheer up, and this party is part of that. Promise not to do anything until the students are satisfied. We can do anything we want? How can we trust you like this? Geez, you're so stupid. Can't you see the official stamp of the school director here? As long as this is taken, I have no choice but to follow the rules, even with my pride. Sure, you're instructed to follow the school rules written on the electronic student handbook, right? Huh? I don't know what this has to do with that, but I guess that's true. Huh, I like it. You want to dance? I'll give you a dance. Mikharu? No matter what happens, he wants us to join this party. Anyway, wouldn't it be obvious that it would force us to do this? There's no way to run away. We have no choice in the matter but to do it because I hate dragging things. I'll even write on this memo, so just do it. Can we trust Monokuma so easily? Mikharu is right. I don't know what you're thinking, but let's follow her just this once. Without knowing the true intention of Monokuma like this, all of us suddenly joined the party. This should be enough. Hey, look at that! Looking good at me. In the mirror, I could see myself standing awkward, looking in a nice suit. Monokuma told us the first everyone had to decide to change into a party outfit. At the back of the dance hall, there were dozens of private changing rooms with different kinds of clothing, and we decided to go in and change our clothes. It's weird no matter how much I look at it. Is this really okay? I can believe that Monokuma wrote a memo and stamped it. But is it fine to naively just gloss over it? Even if he tells us to play along, it's not a situation to play around, not even a mood for it. Well, I'm all dressed up, so let's join the others. Even if I worry alone, I can't do much. I think I was the first one to change clothes. There seems to be no one outside yet. Well, it's getting late. Everyone. They all died. Oh, there you go. Whoa. She looks good in a black dress. Tyra. Tyra was wearing a sleek dress emphasizing adulthood emphasizing adulthood in a black color, not the main clothes she wore every day. Her hair was loosened and she had more makeup than usual, so I could see more from Tyra than the original outfit. What? Don't look too drilled like that. I'm not used to clothes like this. Sorry, it fits so well on you. Tyra didn't speak anymore. Come to think of it, I was in a cold war with Tyra a few days ago. I don't think she's still angry. Later on, the others who changed their clothes, one after another gathered to the dance hall. Still got that pointy hair, I see. Hey, Matt and I were out already. Are you both getting along well? You're looking great. Surya, why are you so hyped? Because the clothes in the dressing room set my heart on fire. Well, I was really thrilled to look around and try on a variety of clothes. I'm a merchant, of course, but I am interested in fashion too. Okay. You guys are here? Well, how about this outfit? I wore it because it looked awesome. Is that okay? You seem like a prince in a play. Tara, do you like this outfit? Not really. It's too shiny. Seems cheap. Has been dejected. Why are you ignoring his feelings? Of course, we guys all go for black. Oh, Kenjo. Although Kenjo's style was cool, he still looked like a fierce animal. Without a word, he passed by us and went to the corner alone. None of us could ever get a hold of Kenjo. Holy shit, she's gorgeous. Mikharu! What? Don't speak to me. The appearance of Mikharu in a bright scarlet dress was so much that my mouth was left open. The usual long sleeve has a high defensive look. And the dress, which exposes the shoulders and emphasizes the breast area, it looks stunning. What, Mikharu? Huh? What is it? Enough with your stupid expressions. If you're having a party, you have to do it properly, right? Mikharu passed us by, saying those words. In contrast to Kenjo, she seemed to have some excitement towards this. Wow. Kurokawa, well, does it suit you well? Man, yeah? Kurokawa approached me and whispered in small words that could only be heard by me. I don't know if Monokuma is planning a scheme, but we should use this crisis in reverse. Got it? What? Reverse? Okay. Kurokawa said that, stood still and shut her lips. I don't know anything, however. What do we do? So then, are we all gathered now? No, wait, I don't see Iranami. What is she doing getting so late? Satsuki-chan? No way that happened. At that moment, we were all tense. Yeah, no matter what party or whatever, you're still in a dangerous situation where you could end up killing each other. What's more, the situation where Monokuma is doing this suspicious event, it was strange that nothing happened. Tara, let's find her. Yeah. Will they be okay? I wouldn't worry too much, don't mind it, that girl is late. But it's not like it's been a day or two, right? Somewhere in me, I couldn't get rid of my anxiety. I had no choice but to wait for Kurokawa and Tara, who went to find her. And a few minutes later... Kurokawa, Tara, how did it go? What about Iranami? Suddenly, both of them seemed surprised for something and were breathing heavily. The anxiety in my heart started to grow even more. Why are you guys tired? Come on, there's no way. You guys better see it for yourselves. Look, what? Cool. Dress matches her hair nicely. Yes, it is I, Satsuki. I've changed my clothes. At that moment, everyone was silent. Until the girl in front of our eyes opened her mouth. I was seriously thinking who this girl was. Iranami, is it? What is it, Maida? If Satsuki isn't Satsuki, then who is it? Her usual clown costume and the red nose were nowhere to be found, and Iranami's appearance was changed with her hair neatly tied to one side. She looked more beautiful than before. This is not real, not real, not real. Real? Kobazing? Why did you suddenly start to roll? Well, the striking transformation is amazing, but why the heck were you so late? I was worried something bad happened to you. Sashi-chan, she didn't know how to dress at all. She didn't know what to wear or what kind of clothes to use, so we helped. Because she was moving so much. It was hard. But these clothes are very uncomfortable. Can I just not wear it? Denied, you must wear it. If we're having a party, you have to wear the right clothes for it, poo. I already hate this outfit. You've only appeared now. We changed as you said. Can we move on with this now? Can you move on? Why are you so nervous? Just have fun and play. I won't do anything. If you suddenly say that, it's a dance party. Dancing is the basics of a party. Why don't you try move your body first without being still like a statue? Then you guys, because we have perfect match of men and women, please make a pair between a male and a female and begin dancing. Pair up with someone. Pair? We do pairs? Make sure you pair up with the person you want. FYI, this is also kind of a recreation, so there's no way out. If you don't follow it, I'll only punish you. You have even written a memorandum that you won't behave strangely, and you are doing it now? No way, playing as much as you can is part of your studies. It's a natural thing as a teacher to punish you for saying you don't like it. Who's a teacher? You're just a thing. Enough, I'll give you 1 minute of time limit. Come on, pair up already. The teacher hates dragging the most. I don't know why Monokuma has this sudden reaction over a recreational activity like this, but if I don't follow, I'll have no choice but to face the punishment. Unlike me who thought that everyone would stay still in embarrassment as I was, the situation went faster than I thought. Maeda, let's dance. With me. Tyra? It's fine, you need a pair right now anyway, right? Because we can't go against Monokuma. That's right, but... okay. Then I want to dance with Kobazine. Hey, who else wants to... I think it's gotta be even more fun to be with Kobazine. Is that so? Well, for sure. How are you, Mr. Psycho? I shall ask, must we make a pair? Well, what to do now? Don't leave for no reason and dance with me, alright? Wouldn't that be good for both sides? In the current situation, that is. Fine, do as you like. What? I haven't decided yet, but everyone was paired up already. Lol. Kurokawa. Except for us, everyone was determined to pair. What should we do? Dance with me? Do you wanna? Yeah. I did it, father! I finally got a girl! That was a joke. Funny. Wasn't it funny? Yeah, it was. Yahoo, good. Everyone is paired up very nicely. Then, shall we dance right now? Let the music start! Classical music resonates and we dance helplessly by the ruthless Monokuma. I don't know if I'm going to be the only one who's going to be able to dance because I've never learned anything like this. But at this moment I forgot that I was at Host Peak Academy and that I was in a crisis and my heart was swollen with the joy of dancing, in sync with my partner. Tyra was dancing with me, was pretty when I met her here. She looked so beautiful that I couldn't take my eyes off her because of the party's dress. Madigan, were you good at dancing? Really? I'm just dancing as far as I can. You're doing really good dancing, Tyra. But it's because I'm a maid who has been hired by many bachelors. I know the culture of the rich because I see it from afar. Listen, Tyra. Why did you ask me to dance? I've told Tyra, no, I said something so severe to everyone. I'm sorry, Madigan. I was too mad at you. That's what I was going to do. Why is Tyra apologizing? I was wrong. It was me who did the wrong thing. No, I saw it. I know, the most painful thing to say was that to Madigan. That I didn't want to hear that kind of thing from Madigan. Madigan was also a person too, There are times when you feel discouraged, desperate, and with the lack of strength. I was just fooling myself who blindly trusted Mariko by looking at one side. I didn't even think about Mariko's feelings. You were really suffering. Tyra. Actually, I wanted to apologize sooner. I'm sorry. I asked you to dance with me because I thought we could talk like this. I'm really sorry. Tyra, rather than angry, it was the reverse. She was apologizing to me, even though I should be the one to apologize. No, Tyra, there's no need to apologize because it's my fault. Uehara died and I lost my motivation. There was no hope and I wanted to give up on everything. But if you give up here, the others who have died so far would have died in vain. Maki, Higa, Tomori, Hatano, Inori, Yamaguchi, Uehara. There's no point for being in despair. I have to muster and keep on holding hope, even if it's hard, so I can't give up here. I have been trying to cut my ties with you all for a few days, and I've realized how desperate I was. In that way, maybe I should be thankful to Monokuma for giving me this chance to switch my way of thinking. Maeda-kun, thank God you're finally back to the way of the Maeda-kun I've known. Let's celebrate here. It doesn't matter whether or not Monokuma planned this, but right now, we have to reverse this crisis and regain our trust in each other. After saying that, only then I was able to understand Kurokawa's meaning when she said that. We have to use this crisis in reverse. This must be what Kurokawa wanted to say. Maeda-kun, so can I raise up the pace a little? Wait, I'm still getting used. Wow! Awesome. Tsuruyu is so small. When the song was over, it was naturally to keep dancing. Though it was hard to be dragged by time and space, but the conflict was resolved, and my body moved excitedly, so I felt strangely refreshed. And I wasn't the only one. Iranami, didn't I dance pretty well? Besides the dance, why did you keep touching in strange places? This pervert. I said it wasn't intentional and had to dance using my hand. I couldn't help it, okay? Is it over? Did you get tired? No, it's just that Kurokawa and me, you were tall and I was small. I thought I was going to die from being dragged around. Lol. That's a bit complicated. What, you can dance properly? I'm intrigued. Who did you learn from? Why should I tell you? I thought I made perfectly clear this. That I would not get involved with you guys. I admire your stubbornness, but it's unacceptable to take me like the rest of these people and treat me the same way. Although it seems that only one place has a different atmosphere, the atmosphere has changed a lot from before entering the ballroom. As the guys and girls dance together, it should be granted for that news was released. The mood has softened quite a lot. Could it be that Monokuma really did this kind of event, hoping that we could be refreshed? But, wow, everyone is doing very good. It's great to see women and men dancing. Monokuma. Is everyone with more energy now? It seems your faces have more color now, so the teacher is satisfied. Well, it's definitely a good thing that we're noisy as usual again. I still don't know what you're hiding though. What's the purpose of doing this? I don't think you've come to your sense and did this out of goodwill. Seriously, how much can you be suspicious of me still? I said it over and over, the purpose is for you guys to liven up. No more, nothing else, I mean it. If you don't want to be suspicious, you should have been at your usual behavior. Well, but he really hasn't done anything. It's true that I feel better while dancing, so why don't we decide to watch the situation for now? So can I leave now that I'm done dancing? But it's okay, it's okay. You probably didn't think this was the end, right? What now? There was something here too? What else are you trying to do this time? Nah, you fools, there's no end to this yet. Trying to end a party without even having a party dinner. You don't even know the trick for having a party. Stay flexible. What? A party dinner? Come over here, the dining room is this way. I thought Monokuma was planning something big, but it turns out that he was going to serve us a dinner. We helplessly followed Monokuma. This is... a dinner party at Host Peak Academy is something to be proud of. After spending time dancing and sweating, it's perfect for a meal, right? I'm actually hungry, but you didn't put poison or something in it, did you? I'm actually nervous because I didn't do much. Itadakimasu, thank you for the meal. There's a bar, there's a flat soup. Oh, huh? Why is Sasuke-chan, are you okay? This is so delicious that my tongue is about to melt. It's different from the food in the dormitory dinner. You see now? Is it really okay? Mikharu, you're going to eat? I can't guess what Monokuma's thinking either, but didn't I say it before? There's nothing we can do now if we disobey. Don't whine like a flake, and instead act confidently. Either way, it seems that Monokuma still wants to continue the party, and I'm hungry too. Haha. I don't care whether you eat or not, but don't sit next to me. Don't even talk. It will make the taste sour. Two started eating without a care. I mean, of course I'm hungry too. I don't know anymore. I'm hungry too. I don't even know why Monokuma is doing this. There's something delicious in front of you. You're not supposed to touch it. I'm Haruhiko Kubishikawa. I'm not a man who can't eat. Starting with Haru's movement, we who had lost to hunger went to the tables as if we were being led by something. I mean the delicious food. Oh my, it's the greatest taste I've ever tried once for years. I can't stop eating because it's so delicious. The dormitory dining food was delicious, but this is beyond imagination. I'm happy to be alive. Delicious. After sitting at the table and putting food in our mouths, we couldn't control ourselves. In addition to the physical hunger caused by our dance, tension was relieved in the air, which had been heavier recently, was finally released. Monokuma was clearly plotting something, but now we didn't pay much mind to it. I was fascinated with the idea of having a good time with my friends. Only Kinjo looked at Monokuma and stopped his hand. But everyone seems to have a little bit of more energy, so Mr. Monokuma is happy. Now then everyone, while you're enjoying the dinner happily, excuse me for a second. When you finish the meal, we'll have a little free time. Free time? Yeah, the party's still far away from over. I still have a lot of things to prepare. Take your free time for a while, and if I instruct you for something, please gather to the dance hall where you danced before. What's it being prepared? That is a secret. It's a super surprise, so look forward to it. Oh, and the food here doesn't have unlimited refills like the dorm, but it's fine, so you can eat whatever you want. Nom 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 nom. Hey, swallow something at least. You're shedding all of it in that pretty dress. They said free time. Can I go to my dormitory for a minute? I want to save these packs of food. Oh, and I'll change my clothes in the dressing room too. Since I'm done dancing, can I change to my usual outfit now? Denied. Huh? What? Denied. Is there a worse word than it? To go to the dormitories or to change your clothes. It's denied no matter what you think. Go ahead and change them, if you can. Suddenly the mood surrounding Monokuma changed. We couldn't keep up with the sudden change and we were staring at Monokuma with no idea. Except for a few. This thing, surely you didn't. Kinjo, what's wrong? No, maybe it's possible. Kinjo-kun, Mikharu. What are you guys doing all of a sudden? Well, why would you? After all, I'll definitely show you. Spend your time freely, and if I call you, make sure to gather in the dance hall. See you later. Did only Kinjo and Mikharu notice something? It wasn't clear to us, but I felt horribly anxious. What should we do? Do we go after him? I don't think so. Everyone, he said there was a free time anyway, so I'll eat more here. Yeah, I'll eat some more too. If you don't eat this delicious food now, you're a loser. Is there gonna be a second serving? Something feels awfully wrong here. Well, as Ironami said, it's a free time for us, so let's follow Kinjo and Mikharu, and for the rest, we can continue eating more. barely returned to our previous relationship. I should have known, but we have already fallen into Monokuma's trap. Oh, I can move now. Cool. I'm gonna edit here. I have to prepare for... Oh, wait, shit. I mean, yeah, it's a weekend, but... Since it's the holidays, there's so many people gathering around, like so many guests and clients at the hotel where I'm working at, so yeah, not good. So I'm gonna end it here. This is Danganronpa another. If you want to try the game for yourselves, the links are in the description. Translation made by Zephram. Follow their links for more Danganronpa related stuff. That is all for today. Stay safe and take care of yourselves.